Hi, I'm John Martin. I'm an OBGYN with over 25 years of experience. I'm trying to create little video logs of things I think are important in women's health and women's issues. If you enjoy these videos, please share them. Follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and I will be doing other videos. This first video I'm going to do is on miscarriage. I think miscarriage is a devastating event in women's lives, and I think it's important to recognize that and talk about that. So I want to give you kind of my take on that and how I counsel patients when that happens. When I was a resident physician many, many years ago, as you can tell by my gray hair, you take care of patients that you don't always know, and oftentimes you only see them in the emergency room. And when I would talk to these women, I would find them very tearful, very emotional, and I was relating it to the pain of the physical pain of miscarriage. And soon I started talking to those women, and I realized there's an emotional pain to the sense of loss of the pregnancy. And it certainly changed my whole way of thinking and how I counsel women on miscarriage, really tending to the emotional side of it, as well as the physical side. Miscarriages typically occur in the first trimester. I'll have other videos on terminology, but usually less than 13 weeks in pregnancy. I think the two things that I really like to emphasize that I think adds to the devastation is, number one, people don't realize the number of women who have miscarriages. Out of 100 women who are pregnant, depending on what source you read, 20 to 30% will result in miscarriage. So that's an astounding statistic. That was easy for me to say. And I think that because people don't talk about miscarriage and share that, women don't realize how many do it. As an OBGYN, I deal with miscarriages almost on a weekly basis, and most OBGYNs will tell you the same thing. So really the thing about it is to know that you're not alone, that many women are going through this. I noticed that there's been some celebrities recently sharing their experience with miscarriage and all that, and I think that's actually very helpful. What I've always told my patients, if you start sharing with your family and friends that you've had a miscarriage, you'll find that there's many people in your life who you're very close to, family members, close friends, that have also experienced miscarriage. To me, it's unusual because women will tell you stories about having their baby till you don't want to hear the stories anymore. But the truth is, that's because in the end, they get their baby out of it and a good outcome. Miscarriage, there's no need to share your story because nothing, unfortunately, good comes of it. But that's why I say share, because then you'll realize that women can support one another and help one another through that. The other thing I talk about is literally babies are miracles. When you think about it, you have an egg and a sperm that come together and literally grow a human being. That is an amazing feat. When you think about it, that most of the time it goes well, it really is quite remarkable because billions of things literally have to happen to give a successful pregnancy out of it. So if it doesn't go right, it's not your fault. It's not the food you ate. It's not if you drank alcohol before you knew you're pregnant. It's not even if you thought for a moment you don't want to be pregnant. That's not what causes the miscarriage. It's 50% of miscarriages are chromosomal abnormalities. Something didn't go right in those billions of things, and then it grows to a certain point and it stops, and then that results in the miscarriage. The other thing is, I emphasize to women, don't lose hope. We do not consider it abnormal unless a woman has 2 or more losses of pregnancies or 2 or more miscarriages as physicians, as far as working them up to see if there's an underlying problem. And you should have that discussion with your physician if you have had 2 or more miscarriages. So in a synopsis of what I want to say, number one, you're not alone. And lots of women go through this, and it's okay to be sad and emotional and feel that sense of loss. It's not your fault. Always remember that, because women want to blame themselves. They think, oh, I shouldn't have gone for that run, or I shouldn't have eaten that, or whatever it might be. And number two, don't lose hope. You can have another baby, and just have discussions with your physician, but you can have another baby, and don't lose hope. If you felt this video was educational, helpful, share it. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. I will be doing other videos on pregnancy issues, female health issues, all of that. And I plan on posting quite often, so please follow.